without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Put 2 in the head and they'll stay dead.
Excuse me, Elder Maxson.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers. You couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Let's go see how good that power armor is. Upward. No.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxson?
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Heads up.
Ready. I never liked that.
Excuse me.
Ready to head back out?
But Maxson thinks they need to train under fire.
I just want to trade a few things.
What am I? A bank?
Heads up.
Got anything interesting for me today?
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. There are other scribes within the Brotherhood that consider fictional material essential. But I refuse to allow them aboard this vessel. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Ah, he's a cat person. Okay. Oh god.
If you keep hoarding that garbage, you're going to slow us down.
Jesus, that's freaking hurt. Leave me alone. Wait, he drinks.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope, no problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
So far, so good.
Something I can do for you, soldier?
I need some supplies, Doctor.
Scribes have been stocking us up. Help yourself.
There, try it now.
Nothing. I'm supposed to
So,
report 10
you're the
minutes
new recruit I heard about.
I can't fix
Huh, not what I was expecting.
Kick your way through a mire. Got it.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
I'm not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
I understand.
Good. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Congratulations on the promotion.
Step
Oh,
forward,
boy.
Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Proctor Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Not really here to chit-chat. I had orders to meet the crew.
Rules. I hope you're not another one of... Now, this is the stowage depot. The powers that be. If you need to stock up...
Wait, buy them?
Since someone keeping the... The good news... Yeah, mostly... Of course.
I could use some extra caps.
You need... And since... After you're... In the meantime...
Hail, Knight. I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. Leave that memorable ozone smell.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Owen.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Look alive.
Having the Prydwen moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
my supervision. The final rule of my range, no injuries.
Can't talk while I'm on duty.
Let's get airborne.
Welcome aboard, Knight. It's green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try to keep him in your sight.
God, it's a behemoth. How do I level up? Especially in this. Huh. Science.
Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down, and then hightail it back to the Priglet for repairs.
Oh, I probably wonder now, why am I using this? Well, I kind of got tired with barely no damage. Now I have like freaking 5 different types of ammo for like freaking 3 different types of snipers. Well, actually, it's all the same type of snipers, just each one's different. Take a behemoth, there's a lot of freaking...
Searching through it could prove beneficial.
XP. Go figure, they're like freaking 5 times the size of a super mutant. No, not even that. About 3 times the size of a super mutant. You know, I cleared this place out a while back, and now I get to come back to it again and clear it out again. This one's highest damage output one so far.
This area seems to be in disarray. Wonder if this is recent.
Oh, Warren!
Old boring.
Someone, let's play, little human!
Oh my god, my guy came out and freaking marks them.
You never know what you'll find.
Balls! Baseballs!
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Look alive.
What do you want?
Dance.
Yes?
Your thoughts?
To think that these creatures were once human makes me sick to my stomach.
Your thoughts?
I don't care if they were humans once. Super mutants are freaks of nature, and they need to be killed.
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
That's all for now.
Very well.
Yeah, see, that dialogue alone makes me wonder. I forget. How do I get to the basement from here? Because I've been here before. I just don't know how to get down. Get up, get down, just like this.
That's it.
Oh, I was close to it. I have a strong cold key, and I got another one, and that's all crap. Yeah, I ain't gonna...
Judging from the amount of dust. All right. Hopefully, there's something useful here. Just a bunch of junk.
Just a bunch of junk. Well, I just got something that might be of some use. And totally forgot the name of it. Great. Woohoo.
Waste of time.
Yes, it was. What am I supposed to do now? worst thing is actually getting there. There we are. Oh, wait. I want to do this real quick. Single freaking one you guys have in common. You can't move when you try and go past them. You're too stupid enough to not to move. I thought that was you. Hey look, it's exactly what I wanted, a legendary! Oh, he is taking me up there. Increase energy. Yeah, I got so many of those. It's unbelievable.
Keep your safety off. Whoever. Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities.
I meant to click freaking square,
of man
but yeah.
Blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. I'd just leave that if I were you.
That's funny. I really wasn't expecting them to be. Where's some at? At least taking a close enough look there to see. Oh my god. Please have shovels. Not a single one of them actually has them. Alright, I feel that let's say I got a feeling that there's a freaking Pit Boy or one of the bobblehead guys in there. Legendary. Not something I really wanted that he had, but it still counts. It's better than nothing. Okay, it's making rain. Nice ray gun. It sucks! No it don't. Yes it does. No it don't. It sucks!
We'll stop the Institute. Maximum for the Brotherhood. For ammunition.
Yeah, I got a lot of things to do before I start doing Institute. Freaking crap. Ooh.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now. I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Of course
Some of
not.
these sensors green. Getting a 20-second.
Okay.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Give me 100. Alright, I'm actually gonna go here, and then I'm gonna... Same issue.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
y'all are wondering why I'm not that chatty, well, might as well say that there were withdrawals, but it's not off of anything, it's just mood. Not only that is that, my right earpiece has stopped working for the hearing part, so I'm switched my right to my left, and still got my right one plugged in, or my right head piece in my left ear. Every so often it will kick on, but only when it wants to.
Attention! Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
How can I help?
Why do I got to film mine still better? Because it is.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth stuff.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
1 second, I'm readjusting my sitting. There we go. 3,000. How is that high speed? $15, $16, $16, $16. Are you serious? 86, 86. Thank you very much. Debating, no. Yeah, screw it. I ain't got anything. 05. Trying to like keeping everything at 5. Maybe some corn. Maybe some carrots. just steal everything. Look, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Where does this go?
Thank you, sister. You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the
Excuse me.
street.
Looking
Your
synths
concerns
are the
never
worst.
described.
They hide in plain sight. There's no time to waste. There's work to be done.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Don't worry. I won't even go near them.
Good. Tampering with the specimens could taint the results and set my research back by months. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
Why alter it for a short period of time? Why not do it permanently?
Attempting to alter the genetic code permanently? That's too close to what happened with FEV and Spawn, the super mutant. I'm not willing to take a chance like that. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, brother. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Scribe Naraya.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes, here you go.
Is this some sort of a joke? I don't know what that is, but it certainly isn't a viable blood sample. Do you have any or not?
Will every creature yield viable blood samples?
Unfortunately, no. Nature's stubborn, and unless I get the proper specimen, I can't use it to make my compound. That's why I needed to modify your Pip-Boy. It'll let you know if the creature has viable blood in its body. Have you had any luck finding samples yet?
No, sorry.
I understand. Thanks for checking back with me. I really appreciate you searching for the blood samples. As soon as I make a breakthrough, I'll let you know.
Why is it telling me to go back to it? Why did I do that?
Never forget, you are the eyes and
Call me
the ears of the
old-fashioned,
Brotherhood.
but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
Proctor.
It sounds like we owe you our gratitude for wiping out those monsters at Fort Strong. Now, did you have any documents for me? Or perhaps